for place 4, Johnny.
Thank you, Judge. My name is John Eaton, and I'm running for re-election, and I'm running for the board for that 20% pay increase that I get next year. 20% of nothing is what? How many of you have visited my website? Couple, okay. And so none of you have seen my platform video? Okay, couple. Over the course of the last 3 years, I've focused on 3 things. One is transparency. And what do I mean by that? The school district is the people's business. And the people needs to have visibility to how the school board and how the school district is ran. So to accomplish that, I'm the one board member that you will see consistently ask questions during board meetings and workshops, etc. In order to draw out what are the underlying issues, why do board members vote the way that they do on a subject, and why do we have some that not in a unanimous vote? I think it's important for the public to understand how decisions are made and the underlying issues behind an issue before we vote on it. So that's transparency. Second issue is academic improvement. I have been all about trying to transform the way we teach children from teaching them to memorize content, to pass standardized testing, to get to the point where we're teaching them the critical skills that they need to be successful after high school. Critical thinking skills, problem-solving techniques, being able to do data mining, being able to work in a collaborative environment, those kinds of things. And it doesn't make any difference whether they're going into the trades. Now that we're a service environment, tradespeople need the same skills as people going into college. As a matter of fact, on the difficult reading scale, a technical manual is more difficult to read than a second-year college literature book, okay? So these kids need the same basic skills whether they're going to trades or whether they're going to college. And we need to figure out a way of getting those skills embedded in our kids as they go through school so that they can have a viable opportunity to earn a real living when they get out of high school and go into post-secondary education. The third area that I focus on is fiscal responsibility. The big elephant this year is the budget, okay? You've probably heard we're looking at a $9 to $10 billion reduction in school funding out of the state. That equates to about a 14% reduction. This year, our administration put together a budget of about $7 million reduction, which resulted in those teachers that have been talked about and those other headcount that have been talked about, okay? If we have to make up the other 7%, we're going to have to take it out of fund balance this year. And we're going to have to take it out of fund balance next year, okay? And that's going to draw down our fund balance. And if we have to take it out a third year, we're going to be broke. And you've heard for cash flow reasons, we need to keep some level of fund balance to manage our cash flow, okay? So what do? You can't keep cutting the core elements of your business, and that's teaching kids to learn. So you can't keep cutting teachers. So what do? I believe it's the board's responsibility to begin to set some direction for administration, some parameters for administration to follow as they start figuring out how to reduce the budget for next year. And my first recommendation would be there's a lot of districts in this state that are finding innovative ways of balancing their budget and finding innovative ways to generate additional revenue and cost reduction within a set of parameters where they don't reduce their core competency. We need to go find them. But before we do that, this board ought to be setting the direction for administration to execute. Administration are the day-to-day executors of what the board strategically sets for administration. The board does not work for the superintendent. The superintendent works for the board, okay? And we need to get that straight. The final area, I believe that I am a servant of you. I am your representative, okay? I have to speak up and represent what you want done in your school board, okay? And what you want done in your school district. That's how I feel. I have an open line of communications. Go to my website, go to my Facebook, go to my Twitter, okay? You can get me. I'll relinquish the rest of my time for questions later. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is John Eaton, and this is my lovely wife, Janet, the mother of my 3 daughters, who are all very successful career people in life due to what she's been able to guide them and direct them through. I am running for the school district, place number 4. I would appreciate having your vote. I hope you enjoy this video, and early voting is in place. Election day is May the 14th, Saturday the May 14th. Please go to the polls and vote. Thank you very much.